Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about very important and famous angles in a unit circle that you guys must know their ratios. Let's start with 0 degree angle. Sine of 0 is 0 because the perpendicular line to the sine axis shows us 0. Cosine of 0 is 1 because it's placed on 1 on the cosine axis. To find tangent and cotangent, we could use both their axes or their formulas. And no matter which way you choose, you could easily find that tangent of 0 is 0 and cotangent of 0 is infinite. Okay, for a 30 degrees angle, the sine is equal to half, cosine is equal to a little bit more than half, or half of a square root of 3. Knowing the sine and cosine of 30 degree, we could either use the measuring way on the unit circle or use the formulas to find tangent and cotangent of 30 degree. Using the formulas, we got sine of 30 degrees over cosine of 30 degrees, which results in 1/3 of the square root of 3. And in the same way, for cotangent, we got cosine over sine, which becomes a square root of 3. Okay, for 45 degrees, the sine is half of the square root of 2, and also its cosine. And where sine is equal to cosine, we'll have the tangent and cotangent equal to 1. The next famous angle is 60 degrees. Its sine, cosine, and tangent, cotangent are the exact opposite of 30 degrees. It's all because they make a 90-degree angle together. What about the 90-degree angle itself? Looking carefully, we can say that all its ratios are the exact opposite of 0-degree angle. Okay, now let's make the angles a little bit bigger. For 180 degree, we can say its sine is equal to 0, cosine is equal to -1. since it's placed on minus 1. Tangent 0 and cotangent infinite. There's no difference between negative infinite or positive infinite here. If you approach 180 degrees from above on the unit circle, you get negative infinite. And if you approach 180 degrees clockwise from downside on the circle, you get positive infinite. But on the angle itself, you can say both positive or negative infinite. Next angle is 270-degree angle. If you turn counterclockwise on the circle, you could say you turn 90 degrees clockwise, which is the negative turning way on the unit circle. For 270 degrees, according to the circle, we can say sine is minus 1, cosine is 0, tangent is infinite, and cotangent is 0. According to what we discussed, you can find secant and cosecant of each angle using their own formulas. And finally, here's all the trigonometric ratios of all the important angles on a unit circle. By knowing only sine and cosine, all the other ratios are given. The smaller angles are not usually needed, but there's a trick for finding the ratios that I'll share with you guys later. It's also the same for bigger angles. Just have to find its equivalent angle and use its sine and cosine to find all other ratios. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know if you got any questions and thanks for watching.